to get into, renting properties and things like that.
Hold on, Vincent. I'm going to hold you over. We're coming back in 70 seconds with Robert Kiyosaki. I'm Alex Jones, Infowars.com. Don't hang up, Vincent. I want you to finish your question.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
The average person's life is filled with unexpected challenges. Unlock the energy it takes to defeat these daily beasts with super male or super female vitality, specifically designed to assist the body in regulating proper hormone balance to create superior vitality in males and females. Supercharge and conquer your world at InfoWarsLife.com or call 1-888-253-3139.
The government's Department of Homeland Security is buying up loads of ammo. At the same time, they're restricting civilians' rights to own and purchase firearms. Can you put two and two together? Infidel Body Armor can stop every round, including hollow points and .308 sniper rounds, is reasonably priced and fully legal. But for how long? Go to InfidelBodyArmor.com, spelled INFIDEL bodyarmor.com. Infidel Body Armor. Just won't quit.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show.
Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
Robert Kiyosaki's also co-authored 2 books with Donald Trump, and a third Trump book for 2016 is being developed. We're going to get him on routinely when these books come out. We want to jam in a few more questions or comments here with the callers. And listen, I can have a Harry Dent on who disagrees with gold and silver, and then have a Kiyosaki on that agrees with it. I can have a Jim Rogers on. I can have we're giving you different perspectives, but from basically an honest perspective about how stuff's rigged at the top. And the only way to survive is to know how things are rigged and basically play off of that while you expose it. I think that's what we're getting at here today. But Vincent, specifically, finishing up your question, you were going to do real estate, but you saw what was happening in it. Go ahead, your question.
I guess my the thing that became problematic to me is, how does a person succeed in a business or in real estate if so many people are living off of subsidies and things like that, and jobs are just kind of vanishing? I've noticed a lot of businesses here where I live have just closed down.
Well, that's one thing about real estate, is you got to be in the right area to be investing in it. A good question, Vincent. Robert, when is the right time to invest in real estate?
Well, the first thing is, I've been in real estate probably 45 years, and I started back in 1973, I believe. I took a little infomercial class, $385, and I learned how to buy real estate for nothing down. But as the instructor said to my little class, I was still a Marine, he says, your education begins when you leave the class. You have to go out and practice. So I went out, his instruction was, each person in the class had to go look at 100 properties, not buy anything, but write an evaluation of it, and then buy something. Unfortunately, what our schools teach you is don't make mistakes. And so most people don't want to go through that process of the 100, looking at 100 properties, making a lot of mistakes, being stupid all the time. And then finally, the lights go on in your head. If you're going to do real estate, stocks, bonds, currencies, goldfish, whatever you want to do, you have to go through that process of
Absolutely. You gotta lose to know how to win, to quote Aerosmith.
Well, you've got to make mistakes to learn. And that's why my poor dad, like I said, a PhD, head of education in the state of Hawaii, graduated from college in less than 2 years. The reason he was not successful is because he never made any mistakes. So when he got fired from his job as head of education for the state of Hawaii, after running for a candidate for lieutenant governor as a Republican in the Communist Republic of Hawaii, he couldn't work. He didn't know what to do. Here is guy a PhD. He's unemployed at age 50.
And that's the monopoly cult system versus the free market, and the cult system's taking over, folks. John in Texas, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Alex, I was in high school back in when Nixon took us off the gold standard, And the first thing I noticed that through the 1950s, everything I paid 5 cents or 10 cents for, comic books, soda pop, candy bars, everything started climbing.
That's right.
And it hasn't stopped since. And what I want to ask your guest is, he really thinks 2016 is when the brakes are going to burn out on the inflation engine and everything's going to go to hell?
My answer is the job of a prophet is to be wrong. I mean, Alex and I are the same guy. We're just different nationalities. We're trying to tell people, wake up. Don't be a victim of it.
Yeah, we're giving you our best guess. It doesn't mean we know everything.
Yeah, we're doing our best, like we're kind of like Howard Stern. We're shock jocks trying to say, hey, wake up. Take a look around. See what's going on. Don't just do as you're told like they do in school. So I don't know. I hope it doesn't happen in 2016. But if it does, like a Boy Scout, are you prepared for it? I'll just say this last thing here is this. When that market comes down, the rich are going to get richer. What are you going to do?
That's right, because they're going to be prepositioned, and there's things little guys can do. Then you'll get bigger, and we need the patriots, the liberty lovers, the conservatives, the classical liberals to know this stuff, so it's not just a bunch of cronies like Nancy Pelosi making money. Robert Kiyosaki, thank you so much. Hope you'll come back in a few months when the new book comes out as well, 8 Lessons in Military Leadership for Entrepreneurs.
Thank you very much, Alex.
Amazing interview. I think that was a really good interview. We're going to come back and get into something you can do about excitotoxins and things in household products and how to avoid them and more. It's self-help straight away. When cells become toxic, they die early and aging sets in. No one has put together a formula that focuses directly on brain health, nerve growth factors, and optimizing your cellular energy at the same time. Just one of the key compounds, BioPQQ, is backed by major clinical studies. You want the best that's out there at the lowest price anywhere? We now have the synergistic solution. Secure your DNA force today at InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139.
The average person's life is filled with unexpected challenges. Unlock the energy it takes to defeat these daily beasts with super male or super female vitality, specifically designed to assist the body in regulating proper hormone balance to create superior vitality in males and females. Supercharge and conquer your world at InfoWarsLife.com or call 1-888-253-3139.
For all of recorded history, civilizations around the world praised the health benefits of silver. At InfoWars Life, our mission is to bring you the highest quality, purest, cleanest, effective colloidal silver on the market today for the lowest price available. You don't have to be a doctor to know. The fall and winter months are the most dangerous time of year in North America when it comes to you and your family's health. InfoWarsLife.com is very excited to announce our biggest run yet of Silver Bullet colloidal silver, exclusively available at InfoWarsLife.com. Now InfoWarsLife.com has taken colloidal silver to the next level using a cutting-edge technique that is free of toxic artificial additives. Now more than ever, it's important to stock up on high-quality Silver Bullet from InfoWarsLife.com. No survival chest is complete without Silver Bullet. Secure your Silver Bullet today at InfoWarsLife.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139. Silver Bullet. The month of February is all about Valentine's Day. Big heart-shaped boxes filled with delicious candy. What if we, the Patriots, hijacked Valentine's Day and instead made it about human liberty and individual empowerment? I'm all about human potential. I'm all about the individual being empowered. The establishment is the opposite. That's why they spike our water with fluoride and GMO, estrogen mimickers, and the rest of the garbage. InfoWars is striking back in the month of February with Human Empowerment Month. How we can come together and win the human race. And to celebrate the kickoff of Human Empowerment Month, we're slashing prices on InfoWarsLife.com products like Super Male and Super Female Vitality. The sale is only running for the month, 20% off, and there's a lot of other powerful specials at InfoWarsLife.com. InfoWarsLife.com, celebrating human potential in the month of February. Visit InfoWarsLife.com to find this special and many others in the month of February. Again, InfoWarsLife.com or 888-253-3139.
You are obsolete, Mr. Wordsworth. A lie. No man is obsolete. You have no function, Mr. Wordsworth. You're an anachronism, like a ghost from another time.
I am nothing more than a reminder to you that you cannot destroy truth by burning pages.
You're a bug. Mr. Wordsworth, a crawling insect, an ugly, misformed little creature who has no purpose here, no meaning. I am a human being. Words, Mr. Wordsworth, that have no substance and no dimension.
Man, I love
like air, like the wind. I don't care. I tell you, I don't care. I'm a human being. I exist. And if I speak one thought aloud, that thought lives.
Yes.
Even after I'm shoveled into my grave.
Power. The people have power.
Mr. Wordsworth.
God has power.
Illusions that you
Goodness has power.
To make you think you have a strength when you have no strength at all.
Honor has power.
But spindly limbs in a dream, and the state has no use for your kind.
Resistance to tyrants is obedience to God.
It's Dr. Edward Group.
Alex Jones.
Well, for the next hour, he's here in studio with us at least once a month. He comes up from his command center in South Texas to Central Texas. He's Dr. Edward Group, good friend of mine, the developer of many of the products at InfoWarsLife.com, which we fund our operation with. Good old-fashioned, high-quality products. Our goal is to bring you very high-quality products at very competitive prices when you study the nutraceutical market so that you get good health and boost your immune system and are happier and have more energy. We get to use the products, we get to fund our operation and have a win-win-win-win-win. Because my rule is, well, from my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, do unto others as you have them do unto you, lay down your life for your brother. But what's crazy is doing things the old-fashioned way of a fair shake and treating people like you want. And, you know, I mean, I like inviting friends or family over and cooking a big dinner for them. I mean, I just have that hospitality, and our listeners understand that, and they've given us hospitality, and we want to thank them for all their financial support. And going into 2015, we've got a lot of big plans. We've launched so much of it. You've seen the effect. You've seen the enemy double and triple and quadruple their attacks. It's because they're giving us basically Oscars. They're giving us awards. They're giving us Emmys or Grammys. They're giving us the Blue Ribbon. They're giving us the Science Fair Award. They don't tell you you're great or ignore you when you're not hurting them. When they demonize you and attack you, first they ignore you, then they attack you, then you win, to paraphrase Mahatma Gandhi. And we're entering the hardcore attack. And listen, who knows what will happen to my operation going through all this? Who knows what will happen to Alex Jones? I could die in a car wreck today, God forbid. All these other great people, some of them who were doing this before I was, like Dr. Group, they're out there taking action. They're not backing down. People understand the game plan. They understand the globalist operation. Whereas 20 years ago, almost no one knew the Federal Reserve was private. Almost no one knew what crony capitalism was. Almost no one knew the IRS was set up same year as the Federal Reserve at Jekyll Island. Now, that stuff's out there even in the general public. So you've got the hired mercenaries of the system and their camp followers who, a lot of them believe we got to prop it up even if it's a fraud. It's going to crush us when it falls. It's designed to implode globally into the new world order government, which is worse. So I'll be quite frank. I don't even want this thing to collapse, even though it's corrupted out of control and has problems. I don't want civil war. I don't want cop shot. I don't want any of that because that brings in the global government. So they accuse us of trying to destabilize. We're trying to stabilize, and everybody knows it. And I'll tell you this. Good sectors of the establishment that are not insane, who are not self-destructive, listen to this show, and they already knew what was going on before I was probably born, but they understand we're entering a very dangerous sector. So even if they got their wealth or secured their wealth through the system, they understand that they're going into a new level of the system in the end game where there's not going to be very many people at the top. In fact, there's going to be one at the top, one ring, and in the darkness bind them. Take that allegory. That's the devil at the center of the spider's web. And you can say, oh, the devil doesn't exist. Fine. For the sake of argument, it doesn't exist. I don't believe that, but I'm saying, for the sake of argument, this archetype, it seeks total power over everything. Germany had a great economy, doing great. Why did Hitler start invading everything? Because that's what he did. The communist. Why did they do what they did? They want to dominate. They want... Why does Jeffrey Dahmer grab, 12-year-olds off the street and torture them to death? Because that's what they do. When you're dealing with a mentally ill person or a psychopath, you're like, this doesn't make sense. Well, it doesn't matter. Stop trying to... I say stop trying to figure it out. You do need to figure it out. But once you know they're nuts... Once you know they're following a different logic path, and to them it all makes sense, it's like a psychological virus. You just got to step aside from it and go, hey, this is the cause of the problem. We're not offering some utopia. but we are offering solutions that will make a better world. We have goodwill. We want to be treated good. We want to be safe. We want you to be treated good and be victorious.